Hello everyone, welcome to another video on this channel. Today we're going to be talking about Mullen again. Where the hell is the bottom, guys? I just can't believe it. We still haven't found a bottom here. And when you look at it, volume is still going up. It seems like, I don't know, they're just issuing new shares or something, because how can the volume go up so much every day? Very, very, very suspicious. Where do they get those shares from? Anyway, we are, of course, still looking for a bottom. For the past couple of weeks on the videos on this channel, we did try to find a bottom. Seems like we still didn't hit it. So I did find a few levels what the potential bottom could be. Now, of course, we are more interested into the upside, but I think it's important to know where the bottom potentially could be to get an entry to your position or add more shares. So we're going to get rid of the volume here, and we're going to find, because the first thing I found was this level here, which was the low of March and the low of May. And when you continue the trend, the low would potentially be around 75 cents for the upcoming days. Of course, the all-time low of 88 cents is also still an important level to watch today, tomorrow, the next couple of days, if we are staying around that. But would we break that, then I definitely look around 75, at least this trend line that you can draw yourself over the past couple of days. Now, I also looked in the past, and I did find some very interesting resemblance of the period we're in right now and a period in the past. So I think it's very important to look at this momentum we got right here in March 2022. It was, of course, prior to the split. Now, the reverse split was a 1 for 25, which means that this blue line here is the $1 level right now, basically. So in November, which is 3 months, which was a 3 month period. In November, we dropped below the 20-day moving average, and then we dropped 95% to a low of $13. Well, we stayed below that orange line. We did touch it a few times, but we didn't break above it. This was a period of around 3 months, actually almost 4 months on the moment we actually broke it. Went down 95%. Then we finally broke above it right here, and then it send us up very nicely from $13 to over $100, so almost times 10, which was a great run. Now, when we look into the current situation, we kind of broke below this in February. Now, that's 3 months ago. We broke below this orange line, the 20-day. Within 3 months, we did go down. We did go down around 90% right now. Now, if you would go as far down as we went in the period right here, so in February 2022, it would mean we would go as low as approximately 50, 55 cents, which is exactly the low here. Now, this period right here and this period right here is very, very similar. Also, what we can see here is that we did touch it 2, 3 times, which is exactly what happened right here, where we also touched it a few times and didn't break it. At that point on, when we broke it, when we finally broke it, we did go below $1 a few days, which is happening right now. And then eventually we broke it a couple of days later, and we went times 10 from the bottom. And also interestingly, when you look at the 200-day, we kind of ended up in the middle of that. The 200-day is an important one as well for moves going up. However, it was much higher than now. It's much closer. So in that sense, what could happen right here? If we would go as low as 50 cents, which, I mean, at this stage, I'm not surprised of anything anymore. It would basically mean would potentially go like this. And then this line here will also go like this. That's the 20-day and the 50-day. Now, if we would continue the same pattern within the next week, within the next 2 weeks, we would have found a bottom. And then at some point, the move up would come. If we would go times 10 again, we would probably end up somewhere around here, around the $4 to $6. I would say $5, which is exactly in the middle of the 50-day and the 200-day, which is exactly similar to where we ended up right here. There's so much similarities between this move here in 2022 and the move we're in right now, that I think, of course, we don't necessarily need to get a bottom at the same level again at that 50-55 cents. It could be earlier, but definitely it's very interesting how similar these moves are and the potential it has. So it does still have the potential to get a very nice times 10 move up within the next couple of weeks. So this is something I definitely watch. Now the question is, when should you add to your position? When should you open a position? Now I would for myself, I would wait for a break of the 20-day. So the 20-day is currently at 144. It will come down the next couple of days, so it will sooner or later also come down to around $1. So it kind of depends when we break it. Because if you would have waited right here for that break, for that close above, then you would probably have bought right here. I mean, this was not a real close above. You kind of closed on it and then went back down again. But even if you bought here, it would still be very nice gains. Even if you bought here at the 24, it would still be nice gains. So it doesn't really matter if you wait. Now, if you want to take more risk, of course, you should buy when we hit this support level, or even a lower support if we would have hit it around the 50 cents. That would be a moment to buy yourself. If you want to take less risk, you're gonna wait for the technicals to trigger your own buy signal. But I mean, the basic point is, it doesn't seem like news will help anymore from Mullen unless the company itself gets some great news, which finally gets appreciated. The shorts still seem in control the last couple of days, especially Friday, Monday were brutal. So me myself, I'm seeing a lot of similarities between this and this. It's around the same levels we came from, relatively. 95% decline is potentially happening. And then we could also see the similar. Everything is similar so far. So please let me know in the comments what you guys think about Mullen, and if this scenario will happen and when it will happen. And if you're thinking about adding to your position, also please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe on this video. And I all hope to see you next time.